Hi guys, and welcome to my Foxy channel. And we're back in my messy kitchen, and you guys are gonna help me make my lunch. So welcome to Tips, Tricks, and Tablespoons, episode 4. So again, kitchen's a mess, and I'm going to apologize. Originally, I had a camera helper today, but they ended up having plans, and I understood. So here we are, my kitchen, and we're gonna make eggs. So any of you ASMR fans out there, you're gonna like this episode if my camera can stay focused. Okay. Nope, not gonna really do it there, guys. Gonna have to come down here. All right, so I got a stainless steel bowl. I'm gonna apologize for the lighting. It's just because the lighting behind me. Let's get you guys this way. Here we go. It's a little better, yeah? Bowl. Scale. And then today I'm going to do 2 whole eggs. I normally, on days that I don't do cardio, I don't do 2. But today we're going to do 2. Hopefully these ones don't crack funny. Bowl. 2 eggs. I did get a little bit of yolk. Entertaining, right guys? You get to see my back, washing my hands. I'm trying to stay close to the camera so that we can videotape it on the camera today, because I know that my sound is not the greatest. So we got 2 whole eggs. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but the yolks are super orange. Woo! They're super orange. And then we're gonna add, I believe it's 133 grams of our egg whites. So we put that, well, yeah. So we put that on there, and then we zero it out. Then we pull it off. A lot of people don't realize scales can do that. Bam! So there's our eggs in a bowl. Exciting, right guys? So now we're going to take our seasoning. My goodness, if I can grab you guys. And we're going to shake it in there. And then I've got to grab a whisk. Usually I would use one of my blender sticks, but I feel like my hand whisks just work so much better. Okay, now that I've made a mess of my poor stovetop, we're gonna dirty it even more. We're gonna get our pan. Let me see if I can set some more space for you guys so you can see. Hopefully. My goodness. We're gonna attempt that. We're gonna grab our pan, which I thought was over there, and we're gonna spray it with cooking spray, low to no fat. I mean, obviously with the amount of spray that you guys use is completely dependent on you, and if you want your pan well lubricated. I like it lubricated, so I'm sure I get at least a couple calories in the amount of spray that I use. I'm gonna put you up here. That way you can at least see the bowl. Sorry about the messy kitchen once again. Pan sprayed. Goodness. goodness, you guys, I can't even see you. This is a terrible video, right? So I like to have peppers and onions. And I did a video not that long ago and told you guys, don't be afraid of frozen food. Frozen veggies or fruit, like berries or like meat. Don't be afraid of it, guys. So we're gonna set this to medium high-ish. That was way a lot more than I wanted to do. Grab some of this stuff that's on top. Oh my goodness. That's okay. I can eat the rest of that. No problem. Can you guys see how much went in there? That's a little more than I wanted, but delicious frozen peppers and onions in the sprayed pan. So that I have my fiber. I've actually been on a broccoli kick lately. So I have been using a lot of petite broccoli, I believe is what it's called. And I do enjoy broccoli. I do. So I have all the same equipment that I use for this is the same every time. So it is 9 tablespoons or 133 grams of my egg whites to 2 whole eggs. And I like Happy Egg. That is my favorite brand. Here, we'll try to flip you guys around for a second so I can talk to you while that's starting to warm up. So my favorite brand of egg is Happy Egg. I just love how orange the yolks are. They're fresh. The blue ones are my favorite. They're a little pricey, but I'm telling you, if you're gonna eat eggs, that's the way to go. And then don't be afraid of egg whites. You can always mix it with your whole eggs. And then I love spinach. I love peppers and onions, and I love, come on camera, focus. I love petite broccoli, all kinds of things in my eggs. So you do you. Feel free to put whatever you like in your eggs. But I like to saute those. It's the end of the week for me, so grocery day in a day or two. And with grocery day coming up, I don't have a lot of groceries in the house, and that's why I keep the frozen or even some canned goods on hand. And they're always a wise idea so that you can do what I'm doing and just throw together like an egg lunch. While I have you guys there, I'm gonna actually grab my spectacular toaster. Don't judge me, you guys are on top of my coffee maker. I'm gonna grab my toaster down. Set her up over here. So for my lunches, I can have a pretty heavy or substantial meal. And so on days when I do cardio, I'll actually add the broccoli. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to get you straight. Would you straighten up already? Making everybody out there sick. Ugh. Okay. So on days when I've done a little bit more cardio, my gosh, sorry guys. Again, I think I mentioned I'm on my own today. And I don't have anyone helping me, and I don't have a tripod, and the camera's new, so. But yeah, so on cardio day, when I'm doing cardio and I've done my weightlifting, I eat substantially more. I'll usually do 2 whole eggs, and then the 133 grams of egg whites. And then I also have like 3 pieces of toast, and then I'll usually have a bowl with a sliced apple and 1/3 of a cup of raisins, and then I sprinkle cinnamon on top of that. And then I usually have like more for breakfast that day and more for dinner that day because I have a little bit more in my deficit or in my intake because I burnt more. And so I gotta refuel. So, yeah. On days like today, I don't get as much. So, on my tips, tricks, and tablespoons today, the reason you guys are making lunch with me is I'm showing you guys what I pretty much eat for lunch 5 days a week. 5 days a week I eat this. Same thing, same measurements. Well, almost the same measurements. I cut back on 1 whole egg on days that I'm not getting quite as much exercise. So today, normally, I would cut back on 1 egg. But I'm hungry. And I cut a little bit in my deficit yesterday, so it shouldn't move me around too much. And then this is the bread. Let's see if I can take this off so you can actually see what it's called. Aspen Mills. This is the bread that I eat. Aspen Mills. I like the 9 grain. I love the sourdough. I like the whole wheat. I like all of it. I eat 2 pieces of that. Like I said, on days where I'm burning more, I'll do 3. So, absolutely. Guys, we're gonna get a little bit of silence, a little bit of the sizzle and the. Let's give you guys some of that sizzle and try not to lose focus here. So when you use frozen, you just gotta look so you can see how the bubbles, how it kind of just has that. Get in there a little. A little sizzle right there, that bubble. You don't want that. So you want that all gone, and you want to actually start seeing them cook brown, and that's going to be putting flavor into the veggies. And then I like to add the salt-free vegetable. Not a sponsor, guys. McCormick. I do go salt-free because I like to season my own. I don't always need a lot of salt in my diet, so I kind of stay away from it. So I add a pretty hefty amount of the veggie seasoning in there. It sure tastes good. It's like one of my favorites. I think it's like 1/4 teaspoon is a serving. So feel free to get a little crazy with it. And I try to mix it all up in there. And I'm going to re-flatten all the veggies, kind of give them more space so they can finish cooking out any liquid. Which shouldn't be a whole lot. At this point, we are probably really close. So I'm going to turn my heat down just a smidgen. And come back over to my eggs. And a couple whiskey whisks. And I added, I don't know if I showed you guys that, but I've shown it to you before. Again, McCormick, you correct me, like, this stuff has salt in it, but I'm telling you, it is so delicious. So it's 1/4 teaspoon for this serving size. There's a lot of sodium in it though, guys. So if you're gonna use it sparingly, okay? Right. We're gonna discard, sorry, I'm gonna hold you guys and just kind of move around. Discard that, and then place you down here as I pour this in. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. We're hoping, that's the idea. Pour it from a... Yeah. I'm going to give her a good old scrape. I don't know if it's just a pet peeve, but when I watch cooking shows or when I watch people cooking and they have like all these leavings in their bowls and they're not scraping it out with a rubber spatula, I'm just full of anxiety. So you can already see around the edges that it's starting to stick. I just kind of do a light scramble / omelet kind of thing with it. You can put a lid on it and do a flat out omelet if you would like. I'm going to push my toast down. Toast down. And then this doesn't take very long, so I'm going to grab me a plate for my lunch. And I like my little glass plates. Glassy plates. Plots. And then if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that my fetish right now, my thing that I've been hooked on has been sriracha. I don't know why. I really don't. Oh, and Cleo's got to make a guest star in this. Alright. What's I gonna do? Oh, there's a freaking fly in here, guys. I'm going to scream. Go away, fly. Okay, I'm gonna grab my butter. And, oh, my sriracha is on the other side of the fridge. Butter, sriracha. And then my plot. Stay away from my stuff, Mr. Flea. I'm telling you what, Mr. Flea. So, ever so beautiful Oggs. I know, I speak like I'm just a complete imbecile or a child. Alright. So, normally I kind of like give it a lift and let the other stuff kind of soak. Or not soak, but saturate behind it. Just don't want it to stick. So, trying to keep it kind of on those edges. This is one of my favorite egg pans. I was part of the FabFitFun box. Again, not a sponsor. Although somebody should really sponsor me. I really do talk up a lot of companies. But yeah, I was a member of FabFitFun for a while, like 2 years. And this was one of the many things that they had done in one of their boxes. And I remember I actually did not really need another pan at the time. But I was like, oh, let's just get it. Let's just do it. Yeah, Cleo agrees. I had to do it. So, yeah, no regrets. I look back and I've had it like at least 2-3 years now. And the edges are a little bit banged up around it. But for the most part, it has been the best egg pan I've ever had. Non-stick skillet. I mean, you don't have to spray. Because as you probably saw, I used most of my oil in my veggies. This is probably looking very sloppy from your angle, but trust me, it's beautiful. And it's just yummy. I'm gonna kind of do that flip. Okay, there's my toast. We're gonna turn my oven off because when my stove, because when my stove is done, it's done. So we're going to give it kind of a good loose scramble here just to make sure everything's cooked to where I like it. It's almost perfect. I'll grab my toast. So don't judge me for this, but I use, like, I'm sure it's called trash spray, but I prefer the Parquet. I do immerse my bread in it. I see every sort of girl out there with this stuff in their fridge. And do they spray it on camera like this? No. They never even show anybody ever using it. Let's be honest, girls. This has 0 calories. We're going to spread this stuff on our toast. One spray is 0 calories. We're spraying quite a few. I mean, I've done quite a few on here. I want my bread, my toast, to be toasty and yummy and bready. And this stuff does not, it has a little squirt and it gets this little tiny area. I gotta have it all over my toast. I'm a butter and toast girl. So I know that I probably get like probably 15 calories or more. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see if I move it up on the stove. Yes. So we're gonna take our eggs, which are slightly overcooked on the other side. That's fine. We're gonna adjust that so I can get them down there. I want all my peppers and my onions. Okay. And then I like a hefty squirt of my sriracha. Gotta make sure I don't squirt the table accidentally. I like it all over, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So, that is my lunch. I am gonna eat it. I love you guys so much. If you made it this far, You're awesome. You're amazing. This video is a mess. Please like and subscribe. The videos are gonna get better. I've got a camera now. We just gotta get the tripod. I gotta get a editing app. I'm trying to look for a good one. And yeah, there's a few things I still need to do. Woo, including not getting close-ups on my eyeballs. So, again, I love y'all. Stay foxy. Stay beautiful. Because I love you. Crimson out. If I can find the button.